This is crazy. I'm trying to find somewhere where I got some, what you call that? Hey, y'all, come on in. Come on in. Who I'm going to try to do my best. Come on in, y'all. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. Y'all, my numbers are incorrect on YouTube. My numbers are extremely incorrect on YouTube. It's saying there's one person in here, but it's, look at y'all. My numbers are incorrect. My numbers for my numbers for subscribers are wrong. My numbers for views are wrong. Like, it's just a bunch of, it's a bunch of stuff, but that's not why I'm coming up. Hey everybody. Hey everybody. That's not why I'm coming up. I'm coming on, I'm doing my live, and I hope everybody is well today. The ritual dropped, and that's not why I'm on my live either, okay? I really am sending good vibes out. However, let me just say this to y'all. I was, um, ever since I started publicly doing readings when I was the Mystic Circle, and I took a chance on myself, and I'm using today as a day to just hang with my babies and be in nature and just connect with God. And let me just tell y'all this, because I'm doing my best to renew my relationship with God right now, because when you went through things in your life, and when you went through things in your life, and you have survived hell. Okay, I gotta move because, child, they got ants over here. When you have survived hell and you have been through things in your life, and you question God, and you question why, and you question this, and you say this, and you say that, you know I gotta be perfectly honest with y'all. There's been times in my life where I just really get mad and angry. And I don't know why I'm bringing this part up, but whoever needs to hear this, it's okay if you get mad. It's okay if you get angry. It's okay that you get upset. You cannot scare from your life. Some of us get angry, upset, we scream and we yell as a mechanism to sabotage ourselves. Okay? As a mechanism to sabotage ourselves, because we know that other humans in human interaction, somebody can only take so much. Well, thank God, God is not like humans. Okay? It takes more than that. Way more than that. So, with that being said, ritual is working, right? So that the attraction and magnetism ritual is going to work, especially for those of you who did participate in the last month's ritual of cleaning and cleansing and returning the sender. I highly recommend that if you did do the ritual for last month, get in on this month's ritual, okay? Because I cleansed our energy for this right here. This is gonna work quick, it's gonna work fast, and it's gonna work big. I'm telling you right now, if y'all didn't get in on this ritual last month, you may want to do your own cleansing and then do your best to get in on this ritual, okay? But I can guarantee y'all that whoever got in on my last ritual is going to get the effects on this ritual if you participate in this ritual. Now, let's get to the meat of the matter. We 5 minutes in. I never, under any circumstances, give refunds to anybody, okay? Never. You buy a booking, you get a service. Somebody got in on the ritual. You get a booking, you get a booking, you get in on the service. Okay? If you get in on the service, when you get a booking, I am going to service you. Unless somebody is buying a booking and they're giving it away, donating it, or they change their mind. I've had people buy readings from me and they change their minds and they say, hey, look, I'll just give it as a donation. I've had that. Sometimes this stuff happens. But I have always, ever since I was the Mystic Circle, I have always told y'all that I do not, under any circumstances, give refunds. Now, I'm going to tell y'all a small little story of why I'm going to tell y'all a small little story. Please look at the community board wisdom. Anybody who wants to get in on this ritual, go ahead and look on the community board. The community board has everything you need to know. This ritual is going to be going from September 4th to October 4th. I am not responsible if a whole bunch of people are interested in you. You're just going to have to use discernment to see which ones is worth your time. If this is love, because this is going to attract and magnetize several things, but this is good energy, okay? So don't get scared in this ritual. This is good juju. All right. I had serviced a family at one point in time. Okay, 2 sisters and a mother. I won't say their name for confidentiality purposes, but thank you for participating, Star Power Blue. So I serviced these 2 sisters and their mother for a while. Y'all, even when I was going through my homeless bout, I was servicing them. I changed my phone numbers on purpose because there's some of y'all who think you can buy your way into someone's life. Okay? Some of y'all think if I buy a booking and y'all have my phone number that y'all can just text me out of nowhere and I'm supposed to respond to you. Your emergency is not my emergency. If you want to speak to me, you need to book a reading. I'm not your friend. I service you. You're outside of me giving you a service. Giving you a service. With that being said, I have spent multiple times of my own time outside of servicing this young lady, giving her free advice. Not only that, but the times that she's disputing on the PayPal, mind you, she's disputing 2 readings. She's disputing a reading that she got in the month of May and in the first day of June. Okay? These are 2 services that has already been rendered. She just disputed this today, and she disputed the other one on the 30th of August. Now, had I would not have given this young lady a reading, don't you think she would have disputed it the day that she would not have gotten her reading? Why would you wait months to dispute something? Okay? So I'm going to say this to y'all again. When you get a reading from me, and let this be a warning, and I'm going to keep this up. I'm going to keep it as a warning to every single last one of you. Whether you're coming with me with good intentions or not. Because let me just tell you this. This young lady, I truly believe, in my humble opinion, and this is me, I said my humble opinion, allegedly, I believe she suffers from schizophrenia. If I feel in any shape, way, form, or fashion that you are suffering from something that is undiagnosed, I will not service you. Because I'm not about to be going through this type of shit. You come to me, you get a service. I don't get a refund on my time and my energy that I spent with you. Some of y'all know that when y'all be booking a 30-minute reading with me, sometimes we end up talking and the reading turns into an hour. And that is because that's me being nice and kind. There has been 2 times that this girl had booked a reading from me, and both times it went well over 30 minutes. I have helped this young lady and her family for free. So on several occasions. So what we're not going to do is that. So what me and my guides had a conversation. Me and my spirit team had a conversation. I was going to retaliate, and spirit told me these words. That is stealing from you. Anybody who steals from you is cursed. You curse yourself when you steal from me. Do you understand? You curse yourself when you steal from me. Anytime you come in and get a reading, and y'all already know how I rock. I don't steal. I do exactly what y'all come to me for. If you're getting a reading from me, that's what you're getting. If you're getting a product from me, that's what you're getting. If you have not received your product, It's because you gave me a faulty address. They sent it back. I got your package. Now, this happened recently with a young lady. I reached out to her. We fixed that. The package will be on the way. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes y'all can give me the correct address and USPS is just playing with y'all, and I don't know why. Just that's just what happens. But nevertheless, we can always rectify the situation. Because one thing about me, I'm not trying to hold on to nobody's package. And y'all know, I get y'all shit out to y'all ASAP. Now, there's nothing wrong with being humble, and there's nothing wrong with having confidence, but sometimes you got to stand up for yourself and stand your ground. And let me tell you something, I'm pretty sure I know this young lady is watching, but you will never be able to come to me and get a reading ever again, you or your family. And you are responsible for whatever happens to you and your family because of this, because you're stealing from me. She went to her bank and disputed it. I don't care if you need money. You don't come back and dispute a service that I've given you. You better go get a job or go find a way to make some money. Because I gave you a service. I don't get a refund on the service I gave you. I don't give you a refund on the times that I gave you. And mind you, these people have reached out to me in the hours of the night because of issues that they were having, personal issues. I am not obligated to answer anybody's phone calls or anybody's messages. Do you understand? I know what you meant, wisdom. I was telling you for the ritual of this month, go on, look on the community board, beloved. And I will protect my peace, Nakia. I have had too much longevity. And that young lady told me something the last time I talked to her on the phone. She told me, her reading was recently. She told me that she heard African voices telling her that I was fake and that I was phony and to not utilize my gifts. And I told her, you are entitled to believe whatever voices are speaking to you. However, I would not have lasted this long if I was fake. Trust and believe that. Matter of fact, I was attacked because I am true and I'm real to this shit. One thing about the way that this universe works is when you are out here, it is so easy to do evil with your gifts. It's so easy to do evil with your gifts. And if a person is not, let me just tell you this. Sometimes attacks are coming because people just want to attack you. But see, the way that I'm set up and the way that my lineage is set up, honey, I'm a healer through and through. I come from a lineage of healers, even on my father's side. But guess what? My daddy's side chose to use their gifts to hurt people. They believed that anybody that came to them for a service, whether good or bad, they was going to do. I grew up with my daddy's side being two-headed. They call them two-headed folk down south. Two-headed folk can do black magic and good magic. But just so happened that my daddy's side, they did more black magic and evil and bane magic and hexing and cursing than anything. My mother's side was the healers. That's one thing I'm going to say, that healers, whether they was in a church, whether they was in a spiritualist church, it didn't matter. I come from healers and prayer warriors on my mother's side. I chose to go that route. This is the route that I choose. So guess who I made an enemy of? The kingdom of the opponents, the adversaries, right? So when a person like me is getting attacked, it's because I'm doing something damn sure correctly. Trust and believe that. But some things are unnecessary. You don't have to go through attacks every day of your life to prove to you that you're true, you're noble, you're kind, and you're on the right track. You don't have to go through horrible things every day. That's exactly what that young lady told me. She said that she heard African voices telling her to don't book me. And I told her, I said, you are entitled to believe whatever voices you want to believe. You wouldn't become. And y'all, I did an exorcism on the phone with this young lady. I promise you, on my daughter's grave, and I wish she would say I'm lying, on my daughter's grave. I wish you would come on here and say that I'm lying. Because my daughter in heaven knows I'm not lying. The girl was thrown up on the phone. But you see, because I was raised in spiritual warfare. I know how to cast out devils. I know how to cast down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. But see, it's your job to maintain what I do. I'm not going to maintain it for you. That's your body. That's your life. So it's better for a person It's better for somebody to live with a demon inside of them than for you to come and cast it out and then they don't do a life change. Because if they don't do a life change, that demon's going to bring 7 worse than it back to occupy their house, and the situation's going to be worse than what it was when you cast it out. See, I'm no fool. She does need therapy. She does need therapy, in my humble opinion. And I felt like, and I did say, I was like, I wonder, I said a specific person in my head because I felt like this person, this person who used to be in my life, that's African. I felt like they could have probably to somebody. It doesn't matter. I live in a timeline that I am thriving. You know why? Because everything that I went through, I survived. I have no reason to prove myself to anybody anymore. I don't have shit to prove to anybody anymore. If you don't know at this point in time that Rafiki Simone, that Jessica is true and real and what the fuck I do, then you need to leave me alone. Go find somebody else to I'm giving you permission. Get the fuck off my channel, unsubscribe, and go find somebody who floats your motherfucking boat. Because I will sink this bitch. Come for me. Kind of way. I want y'all to understand that. This young lady went months back to dispute service that I've rendered to her. Thank God that I was able to get screenshots of her going on my website and booking readings from me so that I can dispute it. And then PayPal is going to help me dispute it on behalf of me with her bank. And most likely the bank is going to rule in my favor because I have proof that she came on my fucking shit booking me. And that the services was rendered, the order was processed in PayPal. I just got off the phone with PayPal. This is the reason why I'm able to come on here and make this video. But I'm telling y'all right now, be careful, because there's people out there like that. Y'all want to be business owners. Everybody want to have a business. Everybody want to have an LLC. Well, be careful. This is why I don't take Cash App payments for readings. Just because you in a financial bind, you want to come for me. No, get your ass a job or go do something else. But don't come for me. I done gave you the service. You're stealing. So you're going to be cursed because you're cursing yourself coming and taking from me. And I stand on what I said. Anybody who's watching this and reading this feel like you froggy enough to get a reading from me and then want a refund. I don't give refunds. You book a time slot. Can you have the universe refund me my time? No. It says it on each and every slot. When you put guidance reading, if you read, because a lot of y'all don't read, and reading is fundamental, it says in every slot that you book, I do not give refund under any circumstances. I do not give refunds. That's why I'll book through PayPal. Because I'm going to go back asking, I don't do anything. I don't have to tell y'all. I don't have to slide in nobody DMs and say, you need a healing, you need a nothing. None of that shit. So if somebody's saying they Rafiki Simone and they saying that, they's a damn lie. I'm over here in nature trying to spend time with my kids and I got to deal with this shit. But I'm glad and I'm grateful because I want y'all to see what growth looks like. Because y'all know the old Rafiki Simone 2-3 years ago would have just been doing a bunch of cussing and or all this other and just saying all kind of crazy. But see, I'm standing in integrity. And my integrity, I have the ability to also stand up for myself. No one under any circumstances will be able to book a reading with me, have services rendered, and get a refund and not be cursed. My team is going to handle you. Period. And it's going to be immediate effects. So don't come to me thinking you can go somewhere else and play with your children. Don't come play with me. I'm going to just be real with you. I haven't had this happen to me in a minute. But I'm grateful it's happening. You know why? Because it's showing me the people who were sent to me by demonic forces. The energies that wanted to hurt me through people. This girl was sent to me to hurt me. This girl wasn't sent to here to help me. Texting me and calling my phone all hours of the day and night. Because y'all got shit going on over there. Ain't got nothing to do with me. Y'all need to get on your knees and go to God. Tarot. I've been I don't need hearts. realm. Get your own, strengthen your own relationship with the God of your understanding, and you wouldn't have these issues. I am only here as a point of contact to help you. I am a healer, but don't fuck with me. You understand? And y'all already know I'm in a shelter program. Why would the fuck would you want to take from me? Why in the fuck would you want to take from me from services that was rendered? She can't even add notes in the PayPal dispute. You know why? Because she knows she's in the wrong. I sent an email to her like, why are you disputing services that I've already given to you? I should be the one charging you for more money. All them hours we didn't spend on the phone? Are you kidding me? Y'all, I don't listen, I have to do this because y'all pay for a service. So she's blocked on PayPal. She can no longer even give me, or she can't even go on my site and book a reading. She's sorry about that, y'all. Where I'm at, we're in nature, so it's not the connections are gonna be feeling us the different way. Y'all already know that I go above and beyond for my people. You know, I go beyond and above. And you know one thing about me is I never switched up. Yes I did. I lied. I switched up. I'm not the Rafiki Simone y'all used to know. I'm not the people pleaser y'all used to know. I'm not the one that you can push over anymore. I have grown. I have matured in my kindness. I have matured in my caring energy. But you know what I've learned? I've learned new skills to stand up for myself here. You can't come into my life and expect for me to just give and give and give, and you can't reciprocate anything. You pay for a service, that's what you get. I don't give a fuck about a donation. I don't tell you to donate. I ask, can you donate? You want to donate? You know what I asked for y'all to donate? Thank you for your donations. You know what I asked about the donation rituals? $4.44. You want to get on the ritual? That's a donation of $4.44. That's to help me buy the tools. That's to help me buy the shit. How much do you think a candle actually costs? Huh? Y'all not just paying me for my time. Y'all paying me for tools and rituals. Ritual tools that goes into these rituals. The fuck? Are y'all crazy? I don't send y'all no little regular schmegular candles. There's things that I do, and I just don't do. Can I dress my stuff? There's things that goes into preparation. I think that's just like you going into a restaurant and you having a fit because your order is not coming out fast enough. But there were people already before you in the queue waiting for theirs. You think you supposed to have a special privilege and somebody bumps you up? You gotta wait like everybody else gotta wait. And let's say you come in on the time that's rush hour. You already know it's going to be 45 minutes to an hour to get a seating, let alone get food. They're doing the best they can. So in the service industry, if they're doing the best they can, why are you going to go in there and act a fucking fool? Because they're not moving fast enough for you, right? So that's just that's the only reason why I'm saying that is because that's how you got to look at it. Some of y'all don't understand what goes on behind the scenes. All y'all see is us doing these readings. Get up from there. All y'all see is us doing these readings, and y'all see us playing. I'm gonna say playing with these candles because that's how y'all look at it. But there is so much that goes on behind this. Let me just tell y'all something. You cannot survive in the spiritual business. Yes, I said spiritual business. If you are not real, you're gonna get found out eventually. Your kingdom is going to get torn down eventually. You will be ousted eventually. Do you hear me? Thank you for the hey, 8 the Great, you said this Akashic blocker, the Akashic record blocker is the truth. Thank you. She does know who she is for. And thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. And it's because I've never scammed anybody, but every now and then I get a little scammer. And mind you, the reason why this kind of bothers me is because I've sat with her family on the phone and did what you call an exorcism. That was after a reading. Literally going in and listen, I do not take back what I did. I don't take back what I did. I was there to render, because the truth is, I was there to render her a service for a reading. I wasn't there to be a reading, a counselor, a shapeshifter, a pastor. I did a lot of that, but guess what? That's it. I have trained lifetimes to do that. That's a part of my healing ministry. So no, I don't take that back. But I'll tell you this, I'm putting that warning out, and this is a fair warning for everybody. For everybody. I am still offering the Cashapp blocker. I think I still got some on the site. I'm not sure. But I will tell this to y'all. It's a fair warning. I don't give a fuck how long you've been in here. If you've been here when I was the Mrs. Circle app, I do not care. Do not get so comfortable with me that you feel like you can disrespect me. Do not. Because you curse yourself fucking with me. I ain't got to go and burn no candles on you. And if you think because you fuck around and do me dirty, that you curse yourself, that you can go and get somebody else to do some work on me, you're going to curse them, and then they're going to curse your ass. Then you're going to be triple cursed. Because anything you send back to me through yourself or anybody else is going to go back to you way worse than what you send it to me. Then that person going to find out that you was attacking somebody who was innocent, and they're going to attack your ass. And the spiritual realm going to help them. And then you just going to be attacked in 7 fucking ways. Because that's what God told me. Your enemies come in one way, and he going to make them flee 7 ways. You fucking not only with the child of the Most High, I'm the real daughter of God. Are you crazy? If Jesus sitting on the right hand, who you think sitting on the left? Me. Don't get your head knocked off. I'm too fucking good in my spirit and sweet in my spirit and my heart toward y'all for anybody to be trying to come and pull this shit. Trust and believe that. And any of y'all know that I do give people time to reschedule because shit happens. But I do not give refunds under any way, shape, form, or fashion, honey. So when you book a reading with me, I am literally setting time aside to ready my energy for you. Y'all don't see what happens behind the scenes. Y'all just get the phone call and the reading. I go through a spiritual ritual just to contact you. And I'm not just protecting me, I'm protecting you before the reading. Are you kidding me? Y'all how many readers who they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about you or your energy. I don't play that. I want somebody to care for me like I care for others. But you see, that's what that ritual is for, y'all. That's what that ritual is for. That attraction and that sweetener and that magnetism ritual. That's what that shit is for. To attract what you've been putting out. You've been putting the good out, right? You know what I'm saying? Ain't you tired of always being the one that gives, and then people just selfish? And when they see you down and out, and you ain't like, come on now, a hug is free. Guess what? Y'all can be dressed like a bum. Y'all could be dressed like a bum, and guess what's gonna end up happening? People gonna be looking at y'all and staring at you. Y'all, if people start staring at y'all because y'all done got in on this ritual, do not get mad at these people. It's your aura. Your aura is changing to fit the ritual energy. Y'all, I'm not fucking playing. Some of y'all gonna be booed up this season. Let me know. And I'm not playing with y'all either. Please, 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 please send me a wedding invitation. And if y'all just so happen to hit the lottery, come on, y'all can pay my way. I'm not even asking for thousands of dollars. I just want to come and visit y'all. I love seeing people get married. I love seeing people kissing at the wedding. Don't call me weird. I know I'm a weirdo. But I'm just telling y'all right now, it is what it is. That's the truth. But go look on the community board. We just, the last 30 days, we just did a whole cleansing and return to sender ritual. We just cleansed our energy. We just cleansed our energy, y'all. We just cleansed our energy. Did we not? Y'all don't feel that shift? Come on, y'all. I'm sorry. Sorry, that was my fault. That was my fault. So yeah, if y'all don't feel that shift, shit, y'all best get on it. Y'all, this is the perfect time, y'all. Don't be afraid of retrograde energy. Today, retrograde has ended. Hey, today, oh shit, don't be mad at me when your phone be blowed up and people sliding in your DMs left and right. My prayer is that y'all have the discernment to know who is a moth and who's a butterfly. If love is on your mind, hey, that's what's going. If fear, seeing a bunch of ads for a specific, college that offers a certain career path. You may be driving and see the billboard for the same college. Some of y'all may be about to switch careers. I'm telling y'all right now, this attraction ritual, magnetization ritual, is to help bring to you what's going to serve you to your highest good. Trust. Okay, I know this retrograde has been hard for some of y'all, especially you a Pisces. So I get it. But I think Jupiter in retrograde. Got 6 planets in retrograde right now, I believe. And I think Mercury, yeah, Mercury's already started. Come on now, Miss Scott, Alanza. That means, listen, he's cracked open, honey. It was happening for him, not to him. So we just thank God in advance. Get him in on this. Get him in on this magnetization ritual. We about to make a whole mad. How about that? He gonna have some real good candy on his arm. But before he had that real good candy on his arm, we gonna call in that healing energy for him. His heart. Let's stop acting like these brothers ain't going through hell too. These wicked ass south and east around here playing with good men's hearts and wondering why it's these, wondering why these men ain't checking for women right now. They just in their bag. It's a lot of us good women that's in our bag. We ain't really checking for shit right now. We've been through enough hurt and pain. It's hard to trust folks these days. That's right. This retrograde is opening up eyes, hearts, cracking all kind of shit open. But whatever needs to be shaken will be shaken, and it will fall to the ground to rot. Unless somebody pick it up and eat it. But if it's not meant for it to be ate, that fruit is going to fall to the ground and it's going to rot. Please, if you've ever done me dirty, don't ever come to me. Don't ever come and get on any of no services, no nothing. I don't want to hear no shit. Don't come to me. You did your due. Don't come back. I don't want to hear no fucking apologies. None of that shit. Stay your ass over there. Stay your ass the fuck over there. Leave me alone. I ain't got nothing to do with you and your mental space. What's happening in your mental is on you. That ain't got shit to do with me. Y'all got this. See, you have to understand. People are going to be showing them. Y'all, Venus coming out of retrograde. You know what that means. Anybody who came into false pretenses, that shit is about to be shown. Because Venus under retrograde, it cloaks itself. So people sometimes have a way of, treating you a certain way and doing some shit. But guess what? Now, no, that's not how it's happening. Now that we out of Venus retrograde, and they talk about the shadow, and it takes some time for it to come. But Venus don't have Venus does not have a long shadow like Mercury does. Mercury has a longer shadow than Venus. When Venus comes out of retrograde, she snatches back. She snatched back. You know how some of these women, they had these babies and they ain't have no kids 2 weeks after they didn't have them? That's how Venus comes out. She comes out of her retrograde, how she snatched back. Period. So just know. And I'm over here really doing ritual work for y'all. I'm not having y'all put in a donation of $4.44 on something that I'm not doing. It's real shit happening over here. You know why? Because my guides, y'all, listen, the spiritual realm is more real than the realm that you can tangibly see, that you can touch and feel and taste and smell. Because I'm telling you right now, everything is being written. Everything we say, everything and we have to give an account for everything we've done and why we did it, what heart space we was in. I am not about to be before the throne and the judges having to doing all. Ain't no Elmer Fudding over here. You're going to have to stand your ground on what you've done, give an account of what you've done and why you did it. And your heart, every time they ask you a question and they weigh your heart against that feather, and Trust me, your heart gonna tell on you. If you lying, that heart gonna sink. And that feather is gonna be wetter than your heart. But if you telling the truth, your heart gonna be lighter than that feather every time they ask you a question. So y'all, don't worry about what you are doing for others. Worry about what you're doing for others concerning your own soul. Your own soul. There is a life after this. Your own soul. See, that's why I can go to sleep at night and be content and not worry about somebody doing something to me and it actually working. But if it works, it's because it's only the will of God that it works, because there's something happening. It may be moving me into a position of power and I see it. Though I may have to go through the pain and the hurt and the crying and the tears and the betrayal. That betrayal, I'm telling you, listen, when people are sent to betray you, it's because they're moving you into a position of power and you don't see it. Yes, it hurts. That shit hurts. Hell yeah, it hurts. But those every single last betrayal is gonna move you into a position of power. If you do not give up, Galatians what? Galatians say that, don't it? If you faint not, you will reap harvest. Yes, we may not be able to see the truth of what's happening, why it's happening, but guess what? It's happening. And we're grateful and thankful that it's happening, because now hindsight is 2020. Looking back, we see, oh, you were sent to do this to me. Remember, Satan, Hasatan, Satan. The word Satan in Hebrew translates as adversary. Is an instrument of God. And blew the lid off of somebody's head just now, because your pastor told you Satan was your enemy. That's a lie. Even Satan is an instrument of God. You know how? Because Satan cannot go and accuse you in front of God and then do you harm without God saying yes. Satan has to get permission to touch you. The adversary has to get permission to touch you. This is how you know it's real. You understand? If God say no, he got to back up. The Bible says he roams to and fro in the earth, seeking whom he may devour. He's not coming for somebody who's already helping him. He gonna come for people who's doing God's work. This is a chess game. They talking about life as a game. Yeah, it's a chess game. It's a chess game, and it's for power. Let's just be real. This is a real power game, and we're all pieces on the puzzle. And some of us are pawns in the eyes of others that end up upgrading God's plan. This is God's plan. God gonna make me whatever he need to make me to move me across the board. Cause I promise you, by the time I move across the board, it's gonna be a checkmate. I'm the winning piece. And it don't matter if I'm a pawn, a knight, a king, a bishop, a queen. It don't matter. I am the deciding factor. I'm the 51st vote. Everybody out there calling themselves a rook, a bishop, a queen, and all this other shit. It don't matter. It don't matter who you are. It's the position of power that you're placed in. Even a pawn can become the powerful position on the board. So it don't matter about titles. Get away from these title shit. That title shit don't matter. Are you allowing God to place you in a position of power? Power gives you access to everything. How you utilize that power, you're being watched, you're being monitored. See, some of y'all get a little bit of power and y'all lose your fucking mind. And then God got to take it back and say, nah, you ain't ready. So we got to sharpen you. Put that clay back on the potter's wheel. And you molding, you being shaped in this, and you crying because you're being stretched. Sometimes God collapsed you all together because the handle went on wrong. Do you hear me? The bowl was lopsided. So God got to collapse you all over again. Yeah, that shit hurt. I'm not taking away from your feelings or your energy of you, your pain and your tears and your crying. Y'all know my story. I will not judge y'all. But guess what? Guess what? Boy, when he done with that masterpiece and he put you in that kiln. Because see, sometimes it's not about putting you on the shelf to dry. Sometimes you got to be tried in the fire. When God molds you and make you into a vase or that pretty plate or whatever it is, you're going to be you. Because guess what? He's not creating you to be sitting on a shelf, honey. You're going to be utilized. You are to hold something. A plate holds food, doesn't it? A bowl can hold water and food, doesn't it? A cup can hold whatever you put in there. A vase holds whatever you put in there. You are to hold and transport in this lifetime. We are just sojourners passing through this barren land. The only way this land can be plentiful is if we planting seeds. Every single last one of us got a pouch full of seeds. What are you planting in the earth? Are you sowing seeds of discord? Are you sowing seeds of tribulations? Are you sowing seeds of unnecessary? Are you sowing seeds of unnecessary worry and stress? Huh? Or are you sowing seeds of life? Are you speaking life? What kind of seeds are you sowing? Sometimes God will use you as his left hand in somebody's life. Who can really truly understand the mind and the plan of God? Really in its entirety? I don't know. I'm tired of even trying to figure it out. Because I'm naturally curious. I'm naturally inquisitive. I've always been that child in the classroom that asked a lot of questions. And I always got shamed for asking all the questions. But guess what? I asked the questions that everybody else was afraid to ask. And I'm still like that to this day. But guess what? I have a relationship with God to the degree that he is teaching me that sometimes I'm not going to understand everything. Sometimes I'm not going to understand everything. But he is putting me in a place where that's okay. I'm not going to wreck my mind and my brain and my heart system if I don't understand. Sometimes things are are meant to not be comprehended in this lifetime. And then when you die, you're looking like, oh, that was the damn point. That was what that was for. And the ripple effect is real. Do you know you kicking a rock can change the whole trajectory of a certain type of energy? Just you walking in the store and you literally moving a rock. Like you just walking and you just randomly kick a rock that was in the way. Just the way that your foot moved. And because that rock, watch this, because that rock was kicked out of the way and moved to the side, it won't puncture somebody's tire. And that person's tire won't be punctured to where they doing 80 on the highway and have a fatal accident. You just changed the trajectory of somebody's life. You don't know how God is using you on today. You don't know how God has used you yesterday. And you don't know how God going to use you tomorrow. But only thing that I'm telling you is let God use you. And let God use you for a purpose and a plan. Because all this is pouring into your own life as you pour into others. So be careful and mindful of the energy that you put out here. Ashe? Come on now. Bishop tonight 3. You better say it, Miss Paula. Because we upgrading, honey. We upgrading. This is the season of upgrades. Because see, I was going to go in my bag and try to hurt her. But guess what? Spirit say, no, let us handle your lightweight. You ain't got to do nothing. You don't have to do anything. Because it's already recorded in the records. We call it the Cashapp records. The Bible and the Christians say the book of remembrance. It's all the same. It's all the same. There's a record. I don't have to burn a candle on nobody who come and do me dirty. Because you doing yourself a disservice when you do a child of God, an angel of God, who then came into your life and blessed you. How dare you give me a scorpion for the piece of bread I gave you when you were spiritually hungry? You reward me with something poisonous that can kill me? It's going to be turned on your own head. The Bible says when you give a prophet a glass of water, you receive a prophet's reward. I bless anybody who bless me, but you curse yourself when you come up against me. I don't have to do anything to you. Let this be known right now on this channel. You curse yourself when you come up against God's children, because it ain't just me. Be mindful. God, make me an instrument of your peace. I like the Catholics when they pray like that. God, make me an instrument of your peace. Christians need to adapt that. We talk about the serenity prayer. God helping me to accept the things I can't change. Giving me the courage to change the things I can and the wisdom to know the difference. We get that. But no, God, make me an instrument of your peace. Listen, put your sword down. It's not time for war no more. Do you not hear the music in the background? Do you not hear the children singing and laughing? The days of old is coming. It's time to play in the dirt again. Put your phone down and go play in the dirt. The days of old is coming back up. Well, we're going to join hands. We're going to join hands and sing once again. We're going to be able to go into the forest and pick berries again. We're going to be able to play in the dirt, make mud pies again. Those days is coming back. Don't let this technology fool you. The community is rising up as a whole. It took for us to learn who we were individually to be able to come and make a collective that's going to stand the test of time. Not everybody going to be able to get in. That's the banquet in the New Testament that the Bible talked about. The 5 foolish virgins and the 5 wise virgins. You know who I'm talking about. They all had lamps. 10 virgins had lamps. And they were supposed to put oil in their lamps so they can light the way to the banquet when it was time. And only 5 virgins put oil in their lamps. And the 5 other ones that didn't have oil in their lamps, they waited too long, saying, oh, we're going to wait until it's time. But they didn't have enough time. They fell asleep. And the Bible said when they woke up, they heard the commotion that the banquet it was coming. And guess what? They were shut out from the banquet because they didn't have their lamps. They didn't have oil in their lamps. Now, see, everybody got a lamp. You got a lamp. I got a lamp. Everybody got a lamp. Just going to be the Oprah of lamps, giving away lamps. God gave you a lamp before you came here. Did you put oil in it? You know how the old saints say when somebody up there singing? You know? So you want to know if somebody anointed, they say, oh, she ain't got no oil. He ain't got no oil. Because, see, they're talking about they don't feel the anointing. What do you have in your lamp? What is fueling your lamp? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. What is in your lamp? What kind of fuel do you have in your lamp? Do you have the oil that is going to sustain you to get to the banquet? Because I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to knock at that door and they ain't going to know who you are. They told them 5 foolish virgins that didn't have oil in their lamps, they turned them clean the hell on around and told them, no, you can't get in. They were stopping. Oh my God. Oh, can you give me some of the oil in my lamp? You can't even borrow oil from somebody else's lamp. You know why? Because the oil that you have is supposed to fill up your lamp. If you give some away, it's not going to sustain you for the rest of your journey. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you? You can't borrow oil. You got to go to the source. This is how energy vampires are created. People want to steal from your energy because they feel like you all that in a bag of chips and you way more than that. Listen, anytime somebody is stealing energy from you, anytime somebody is trying to use your energy to mask themselves as you to get energetic blessings from the universe, it's because they feel like they're inadequate. They don't feel good enough. So they got to act like they're you. That's a them problem. That's not a you problem. That's a them issue. You hear me? I told God to touch me before I even went live. Touch my mouth. Touch my heart. Touch my spirit. Render the words out of your mouth to mine. Let them come out. Let me be your oracle on today. I feel the Holy Spirit. Y'all, I'm getting lightheaded. Because I understand this is greater than me. I'm not worried because I know this is going to be ruled out in my favor. And even if it's not ruled out into my favor, guess what? I've already given these people the proper information. I have too much proof for it not to be ruled out in my favor. But if it was not to be ruled out in my favor, it's only because there's something in it deeper. And it ain't a lesson for me. It's going to be a lesson for her. But trust and believe this is deeper than just her wanting a refund for services I gave her. This is deeper, saints. Be rest assured and use me as an example. Your enemies, hidden enemies, is being exposed. They can't be hidden no longer. They've been lingering in the crowd. You know why they got to be exposed? Because God is calling for the banquet. If you got your ticket and your lamp, you're going to get in. I'm telling you right now, let God open up the door. The spirit of confusion has left off of you and has fell upon your enemies. Oh my God, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, use me, anoint me to speak this word because I see it. As I'm talking to y'all, God is showing me you have a tent. Come on, picture this with me. Come through, come on. Go down this journey with me, walk this road with me. Story time. I see this vision. Picture yourself having an open tent in an open park, and everybody was welcome, and you the DJ. Free food, free music, everything. Everybody who is there and dancing and eating your food and drinking whatever you have provided for them does not have the best intentions towards you. Somebody is looking at you in a position of power. How did they have the money to put this together? They don't even know your story. They don't even know if this shit was donated. They don't know none of this. You ain't even got to be a millionaire. They don't know how this was put, but this was God. But somebody is jealous. Instead of them enjoying what you have provided for them, they over there drinking a beer or eating their food, trying to see how they can come up against you and sabotage you because they want your gift. They want to be you. They want to be like you. And then they come and smiling in your face. And guess what? They come and ask you to play a song. And then after that, they come and ask you to play another song. And then after that, they come and ask you where you're from, who your people. And then they exchange phone numbers and they want to become friends with you. But you know something just feels different in your spirit, so you quite don't open up your whole self or anything like that. Every now and then they reaching out to you, and guess what ends up happening? Eventually God allows them to be put in a position to show their heart intentions towards you. This is what just happened to me, and I'm telling you, I rejoice right now. I don't take this time to be mad or angry. I rejoice, because I'm gonna tell you something like this. If it happens to where I don't get it in my favor, God's gonna send me seven more $1,000 in what she done stole. But see, what is gonna be done to her is gonna be greater. That's why I say I'm not worried. I win either way. Win either way. Say that with me. I win either way. Some of y'all gotta put yourselves in that position to where, yes, it hurts. Cry your cry, scream your scream, cuss, yell, break something, whatever you gotta do. But then let's graduate. Graduate into the energy of knowing that whatever happens is gonna be your favor, because the way I win in the end, baby. I win in the end, baby. Do you hear me? I win in the end. And keep your eyes on the prize. Keep your eyes on the. That's right, league, like the Justice League. That's right, Paula. That's what and that's how you look at it. We're a bunch of superheroes, and we belong to the Justice League. Some of y'all gonna see the DC Comics Justice League. Some of y'all gonna see the Marvel Comics. What's their league called? The Marvel. What was them people that went up against Thanos? Come on now. You gotta say that. I win in the end. I win in the end. Let these people expose their hearts towards you. The Avengers. Thank you, Tangy. Thank you, Dominique. Y'all gonna know. Let these people expose themselves to you. This girl's exposed herself to me, wanting a refund on services I done already gave her months ago. That's stealing. That's stealing. You don't steal from people. You wouldn't want it to be done to you, so you don't do it to them. But guess what? You let God fight that. That's small in my world right now. God want me to enjoy my children. See, sometimes these things happen not to see how you can handle it. Because when you done upgraded and graduated, sometimes it's not about God seeing how you can handle it. It's about you being used as a tool and a mechanism to test and try that person. See, I'm seeing that this really ain't got nothing to do with me, but this has everything to do with her. What has something to do with me is not how I'm gonna handle it. But see, I know that God is when they play with you. That's what you do. Let people hang themselves, and the spirit of confusion will do what it needs to do. Because see, that's what them people come with, the spirit of confusion. I'm gonna tell y'all, and I'm about to go. After the people who are not aligned with you comes in your life, watching you on the sidelines, and they see they can't get in, and they expose their true selves to you, and God brings them to a place to expose them true selves to you. When you let them, watch this, let them, because the spirit of confusion is going to fall on their household so heavy. Hey baby, let's see. I'm about to come. Okay, go ahead. Y'all protect the village, and then I'm coming. They are going to be attacked while you are going to be getting access to an exclusive banquet that God is the one who's throwing the party. You hear me? That's right. The devil does come to kill and destroy. And if you stealing and killing and destroying, you are of the devil. You ain't of God. I can tell you that right now. So that's just how it is. If you got a problem with what I'm saying, you take it up with God. That's what my daddy say. My daddy said the devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. So you the devil child. Don't take it up with me. I'm repeating what my daddy told me. Take it up with my daddy. Are you bold enough to take it up with my daddy? Or you just want to pick on me because you feel like I'm too small? But guess what? Short people got mighty packages. Don't let my height fool you. Don't let it fool you. My daddy got this. So I'm going to go and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day with my children. But I just want y'all to know this on this fine Labor Day, September the 4th, the day that Venus goes direct. I want y'all to know right now, love is what's going to carry you through. It don't matter what battles you're fighting, what demons you up against, what you're facing. Love is that's the antidote. If you need a cure, the antidote is love. Period. You need a medicine, it's love. You can reduce this whole entire world down to one cosmic atom. And you know what? Thank you, baby. My son gave me flowers. He done went pick some flowers. It's all going to be reduced down to the atom of love. The cosmic glue that they trying to find in CERN was holding the whole universe together. It's love. You can't listen. There is no scientist on this earth that can break down the molecule of love. You know why? Because it can't be explained. It will never be able to be explained where the mundane mind can comprehend it. They may got definitions in the dictionaries. Some people may try to explain it the best they can, but the truth is, it's got to be felt. It's got to be felt. It's not just an action. It's not just emotion. It's a way of being. It is an existence. And it has existence before the world was formed. Love is what's going to get you through. Now, I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't care what nobody else tell you. Love is the answer. Love is the key. And I'm not talking about eros. I'm not talking about philios. I'm talking about agape. I'm talking about the one that transcends times and space and realms and dimensions. I'm talking about the love that can transform somebody's life. I'm talking about the unconditional that overrides everything you can think. That. The love that created you. And I'm not talking about the act. I'm talking about the two energies coming together to create you. You are a part of that cosmic glue. Don't you ever forget it. All of us can tap into it at any time. That is the main bridge to the source. If you want to be great in this life, you have a bridge called love that you can walk over and tap into the source yourself. You don't have to steal energy from anybody else. You see somebody else being great, that's because that's an example of how great you can become. Is if you just change your mind and walk over the bridge. That's one bridge you cannot burn. And that's the bridge that's going to lead you straight to God, and it's called love. I hope I helped y'all today. I feel like I preached a sermon. Thank you for everybody who is participating in the ritual for this month. Thank you for everybody who's ever donated to me across all space, times, realms, and dimensions. I am so grateful and thankful that God chose me in this time to come down here on earth and to be a service to humanity. My name is Jessica. I am the guardian of the galaxy, and I'm known to you as Rafiki Simone. And I leave y'all with blessings. And I'm telling y'all today, go hug somebody that you love. Tell somebody you love them. Tell a stranger they look good. Hug somebody today. It don't matter if you know them or not. Just spread love today. And watch how I come back to you 100-fold. I promise you. I promise you. I promise you. You can put money down on what I'm saying. I love y'all. And until next time, peace out.